Sabrina Woman. Entertainment commentary ever. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and join the coolest gang, readers gang, and we breathe this heady together. Hiya! Now, a guy who is alleged to be Azziad Nasenya's brother came out and naked Azziad, and actually this particular human being accused Azziad Nasenya of neglecting her family back there in Luyaland. Now, the man went over, asked Dollar Mapesa for money, and Dollar Mapesa is this, I don't even know what Dollar Mapesa does, but they describe him as a flamboyant businessman. So for me, I do not know what flamboyancy and businessmen have to do with each other, but honey, let me just tell you, that term flamboyant businessman, I never quite understand what it means. I have never understood it. And to give you more context about who Dollar Mapesa is, he's the same guy who at some point got into a brawl with Amber Ray, and he came out and accused Amber Ray of doing prostitution, and then Amber Ray issued a cease and desist, like a gag order, and then Dollar Mapesa was like, bring it on, baby, I do not care, you do not scare me, because we all know you're broke and you are a peddler. So anywho, now the man goes there, and then Dollar Mapesa, I don't know, sends this man 50,000 Kenya shillings out of the blues. As total stranger off the internet, just was given 50K, and then now the man, give his little receipts. So go right ahead and read this, and then let's come back and discuss. Now, you know what amuses me? The thing that bamboozles me about being an African, in an African setup. And I sort of feel sorry, like I sort of empathize, like I don't empathize though, I sympathize with Azziad Nasenya. Because the honest truth is, this is just a young girl whose only mistake was to be born in a family that was poverty-stricken, one, and then two, a family where you get on TikTok or you're online here and everybody assumes, even the people who, those people died and others inherited their poverty. Others died, others inherited their poverty. So it's been chains of poverty. Like things that you were just born and you found these things here. People expect you somewhere, somehow to work miracles and to just make that poverty go away because you're on TikTok shaking your little waist and dancing. And I don't know, she's on that radio station, and then her red card leaked here and everybody thinks this man is making big like crazy. African black tax. The one that your ancestor didn't pay for you, now it is you. Miss, I don't know, 2021, 19-year-old who has to pay for the sins of your ancestors. Hey! So y'all, you read that stuff, and the brother is like, this baby is even Muslim, but she's, far from that. Nimtu amekuwa roho chafu. This lady raised her, and I'm just like, but guys, can we just take a chill pill for a second? Just 1 second, because the same Azziad was actually adequate some time back on Twitter, and guys saying Azziad does not even shoot content in her crib. She goes to some Airbnbs, and that is where she'll be shooting her content from, creating this make-believe that this is her house, but really it's not. So I always find it to be very flipsy and very twiddly, because we can never quite equate how much anybody is making off social media. Like, you look at people, because y'all need to remember social media is a perception, okay? And even you, if you go home today and you tell, I don't know, your folks or whoever that, hey, by then you landed at Jobo and now this is how much, everybody will start assuming, even if you're just earning 5 Gs or 10 Gs, people will start calculating and assuming that now you've made it and their passport out of poverty has arrived. Like, you are the visa that was going to lead these Israelites from their poverty-stricken traits. So, even if it's the truth, she's neglecting, I don't know, the family, she's neglecting someone who raised her, the grandmother, over whose responsibility is it to take care of the other? Because this is just but a young girl. She's a young adult, she's 22. And then, I don't know, grandma, let's give grandma like maybe 60 or something like that. So who is the adult in this situation? Who is literally, like, I hate these issues of Africans having to inherit people's problems. And the minute you don't do it, people look at you and they feel like you've made it, and then now look at you. But all you did was give this person hell. Like, you did not do anything to upgrade this person's life. Because y'all remember when Azziad started on those little TikTok things. Now, I am not even sure if... all I'm saying is, I personally feel like it is not her responsibility to pull her poverty-stricken family out of poverty. It is not. It is her responsibility. If today we are told Nasenya is pregnant and she's gonna be a mommy to someone, now it is her responsibility to make sure that her kids do not go through poverty the same way she went through that poverty. So, little brother, like, if it was me, I would have just told you, broski, listen, y'all hustle, maybe get grandma some business, because, you know, Dola Mapesa, you know, put his 2 cents in, and it was like, you know, Azziad, if this woman raised you, blah, 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 you know, the little you can do, or the least you can do is at least pay it forward and just be a responsible person. But honestly speaking, it is not her responsibility. It is nobody's responsibility to take care of business that your ancestors did not. It is my responsibility to take care of my kids, the ones that I will born. Like, if I give you push out my twins, if I push out the babies today, that is my responsibility. The rest of you, sort yourself out. That's just what I feel. So, do y'all one agree that, you know what, it is wrong what Azziad is doing, because that is what people felt like? They were like, you know what, Azziad, you're not doing the right thing. You have money, why aren't you helping your family back there? Or you just like, you know what, this black tax needs to end, and you feel the same as me. Were you allowed? Let's all, you know, let's agree to disagree. The comment section down below. Post up your comment. I love to read from you. I love to hear from you. Subscribe, hit notification, and I will definitely see you again in the next brew. Thanks for watching, guys.